Hey gang, Jason here from the Cracktastic Plastic Podcast, coming at you with another Thrill of the Hunt video. Oh man, we took the long way to a friend's birthday party and did some toy hunting in Kansas City area. Let's see what we found. Makes total sense to just go the long way, and if it gets you to go through Kansas City. Anyway, Tiffany and I, we went road tripping the other day, and we're going to Kansas City, and it's been a minute since I've been there, at least for toy hunting. So I was like, let's see what shops we can find. And with the time that we had, which wasn't a ton, but we had a great freaking time down there in Kansas City. It was great. The first stop we went to was Back in Time, Comics and Toys. Back in Time, Comics and Toys. Never been there. Kind of in a little strip mall, and it was jam-packed, man. It was awesome. There were so many toys. It was a small place, but it was, floor to ceiling, every square inch covered. There were cases full of different toy lines. All the major toy lines were definitely represented. I feel like you could find something there, no matter what you're into. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say things like this, but their prices were at the top, man. It was also hard to shop there because I guess all those toys were made out of gold. I don't know. It's just like, I get it. You got to have a business. You got to sell toys. Maybe it's you don't want to sell them. You just want to have your museum. I don't know. But man, the prices were up there. So they had a lot of things I wanted, a lot of great stuff in box, a bunch of stuff I didn't have. I was really excited about. It was nice to see and touch them, but there was no way I was going home with them. And then just when you thought nothing was going to happen in that store, I found this set. And this set is a set that I've had in my wish list, my search history, my eBay notifications for years. I've been wanting it, and I didn't think I'd ever get it because the price was insane, upwards of $185 when I went back and looked what was saved in my watch list. There was a set there for, almost $200. Crazy. And like best case scenario like that, this 2-pack barely gets down to $100, barely. And then, so like, thankfully, this is my rationalization for continually looking for stuff on eBay, keeping that, where's the market price in your brain on thousands and thousands of toys. It's easy to remember. But I knew it as soon as I saw it that I found the one thing for me in the store that I thought was a deal. And again, I can't freaking believe I got it. I'll hopefully do an unboxing of it soon. It's a G1 toy, but it's a reissue. It's a platinum edition, the Decepticon Triple Changers. And I mean, that's weird, man. They basically took some Diaclone type colors of these guys. So it's Blitzwing and Astrotrain. It's in a nice box. It's in decent shape. I don't know if stickers were applied beforehand or not. I didn't see an empty sticker thing inside. So stickers are applied, which is fine. I don't love it, but I'd rather do it myself. But it had all the guns, the swords, the missiles, all the things, but in these wacky colors. And you see on the box there, it says 75. So even right off the bat, I'm like, well, that's 25 under what I know it goes for. And then even when checking out all of the 3 stores I'll talk about today, I had to do the, "Hey, can you do any better on this? Is this low go on this?" I think they gave me 5 or 10% off a deal that they were running or something. So I got it for around 70. Steal. I can't believe it. It's nuts though. Look at these. So we got Blitzwing here and this red and brown. Come on, focus. But nuts. The craziest one, Astro Train. What the heck is going on there? Oh man. I'm back in the hotel afterwards. I took them out, make sure it was all good shape, and it was. They were just awesome, very clean. Not sure they were displayed even, but oh my gosh, this is just right off the bat. First store, first stop. I mean, I guess kind of a grail, but something I never thought I would ever own, and I get to have it for like a good deal. I mean, that's a lot of money to throw out just 5 seconds into Kansas City, but okay. So then we go to a comedy show. We have fun. We stay overnight at a hotel, and then we get up the next morning and get out there and get to a couple more stores. The cool thing about the next 2 is that they're literally across the street from each other. They're not like side by side, opposite sides, but you can see this other store from the door of the other store, which is awesome. I mean, competitive wise, it's a good thing, but thinking about it now, it's like, of course, they all had vintage toys and stuff, but I don't remember like they kind of had their own little pockets of like what they had. It was really neat. I think they complemented each other really well. The first one we went to was Castaway Toys, and it was awesome. Just again, it was a very clean store. You notice that right away. Super friendly staff. I don't remember their names, but spent a lot of time just chatting it up with them, just talking about their store, talking about collecting. Even Tiffany and one of the old guys were just going to town talking about toys. It was awesome. And they had found the Transformers section right away. It was pretty awesome. Lots of good things. Found some more G1s tucked over here. And then I was so excited because I've been kind of collecting the trigger bots and trigger cons, and I had one left. And I've been looking online constantly for one. And the trigger bot has these flip out chrome guns on them, and just every one is just worn off, and this red plastic underneath. It's fine. Or stickers are just trash. There just wasn't a good one for a decent price. And there was this guy's name Override. The last one I needed, a little red and blue motorcycle, the cutest little thing. And there he was, just sitting in the case over there. Great shape. It's got all the stickers. Look at the tips of these guns. Still got all the chrome. Oh, you can maybe see a little red peeking through. But I mean, if you see online, it's just red back to the middle. Anyway, he's got all his stickers. They're not perfect, but they're still in good shape, for a 40-year-old toy. Well, 37, 8-year-old toy, 6-year-old toy. But awesome. His gimmicks work. Got the little pew pew little trigger guy. So just can't believe I found him. I think it was $25. So great price. And with the 2 things that I got, he knocked some off for sure. I don't remember the deal he got me. The other one I got, we found this store because they had recently posted a picture, maybe November, December, that they had some G2 Cyberjets. And I was like, Tiffany, they got one of the 2 left that she's looking for. And she wrote them right away and was like, sadly, they'd already sold. And so this, but I did pick up this guy. He's not a Cyberjet. He's a G2. Where'd he go? What's he called? Oh, a G2 Sky Scorcher guy. And his name's Terradive. And he came with his gun, which you just never imagine. He's just kind of a black jet with this kind of white paint on top with this clear yellow cockpit, which is weird. Those green things hiding underneath. Yeah, so he's got this kind of white stripe down the top of the plane, kind of a chunky cargo plane looking thing. But he had his gun. I think this was $20 too. But yeah, to have stickers, have his gun, great shape. So yeah, 25 and 20. I think they gave it to me for 40. Awesome dudes. And so the whole time Tiff's like, I want to buy something. And there were some things there that I needed, but were like crappy. So there's some Armada toys that are just awful. And then they repainted a couple of them for, and I'm like, those are repaints I don't have, but they had them there. And I'm like, but then they wanted like 30, 35, 40. And I'm like, I didn't feel good about letting her buy this, expensive repaint that's kind of a crappy toy. Anyway, but so I was like, nah, let's just wait. We'll see what's at the other store. But then we're cashing out, and then talking to the guy at the register. He's the Transformers guy. He confirmed there weren't any Cyberjets left. But in the case, he had some things in there, and he had a couple G2 laser rods that I didn't have. And so Tiffany picked me up Sizzle, this little hot rod. I haven't got into him to see. I don't think his, the battery's dead on the light up. And these guys, man, their hips are just impossible to stay good. But yeah, great sticker still. Cool ass little hot rod. All four of the laser rods are badass like this. There's a purple one, a gold one. Anyway, so she picked me up that. Very, very super stoked. And we're like, all right, let's go across the street over to Brothers Toys and Collectibles. Right across the street, Brothers, they have kind of a TMNT turtle shell design on their logo. And we go in there, and it's like half records, half toys. I'm like, that's awesome. And, combine the things you love. And so we're digging through the toys. Pretty great selection. A lot of like generation stuff still on card. They have some third-party stuff in there. There's stuff. There's a lot of good Motu stuff. There's all around. There's a lot of loose and bags to flip through. And then so I hear off in the distance, hey, do you have this Starscream? And I said, no, I actually don't. And when you see this, you're going to say that's a Starscream because all this yellow doesn't make sense, right? Came with his instructions, and he is called the Cyberverse Power of the Spark, Starscream and Demolition Destroyer. So you see these yellow tracks kind of popped on his legs. He's got this like helmet and kind of armor here, and this kind of shovel-y gun. These four things pop off and combine into a little bulldozer, and then Starscream's a jet. But this bulldozer comes apart, parts forms into weapon, armor, stuff for Starscream. So you can kind of maybe see his head through this helmet. Maybe. God forbid you focus. But he's in there. God darn it. Neat, bizarre, Cyberverse weirdness, but a Starscream I didn't have. Super, super excited to get that. And then I ended up settling. I just got one thing over there, which was actually kind of two things. Something that I just have had on my wish list. I've been checking prices for it for a while. I don't know. It's not that I mean, I like it a lot. I don't remember the show super well, but I don't know. It's just a toy that I wanted to. I think it'll look good over there on the shelf with the rest of the Energon. That's right. I'm talking about an Energon transformer. Weird, right? It's a little two-piece guy here. It's a motorcycle and a dude. It's Energon Kicker with high wire. So here's a motorcycle that transforms. He's got his kickstand, and we saw him earlier, but he had like broken handlebar and stuff. So he's in really great shape. You can see his little head that pops out there, a little chest there. But so kicker, and then comes with a driver, high wire here, or is it the other way around? I don't even remember. Great shape. Paint is still amazing on him. Neat having a little human with your transforming robot from Energon. Not a show that I'm going to go watch again soon, but I don't know. Felt like a pretty important piece to have though with the Energon collection, and he has been getting pricey too. But found a good deal on him. Definitely used the can you come down on this one at all? And they're like, yeah, we're running a sale, $5 off. I'm like, perfect. Got to try, right? Always got to try. And then, so really it was those three, but then we also were scooting around town. We found, I don't remember how we got there, where, if it was in a mall, I don't remember, but it was on Q, Sam Good. No, it was an FYE on the outside. It was a pretty big store with a lot of geek culture stuff in there. And then I realized once we got in there, you could start seeing a lot of the packaging and the repackaging, and it's like, oh, this is now a vintage stock. So I'm sure they bought out this FYE and have been bringing vintage stock stuff, which is kind of like a chain of a toy store, of a geek culture store. I don't know that it's that big, but used toys, a lot of used toys and bags, vintage stock. And I came across something that I kind of had regrets about. I just looked at it 1,000 times at Walmart, I think, and it's nothing like, listen, I like Garbage Pail Kids as much as the next guy. Who doesn't, right? And there was one called Roybot. So, I mean, it's not a transformer. It's not even literally referencing a transformer. It's kind of just a Garbage Pail Kid in a mech suit kind of thing. I mean, it's kind of red and blue and kind of could feel like it, but it was on. I just missed it. When I finally decided to get it, it was gone, and here it was on sale for $4.99. I'm like, well, I can't pass it up one more time. I'll try to get these stickers off the front, but you've probably all seen it in your Walmart. Garbage Pail Kid, little action figures. There's a bunch of these. There's some really great ones. I like how the back of the box artwork's got a little explosion back there. Really adds to the display, which means I'll probably keep it in the box. I'll get these stickers off. Pretty cool. Lots of really fun ones. Joe Blow, TV Steve, Weird Wendy. Lots of them that made it into figures. Yeah. So Roy Bot for $5. I'm like, can't regret that again. So that's what our little Kansas City trip was. Turned out pretty awesome. We had a lot of fun. Then we ended up making it to our friend Bill's birthday party, where we played games all night, watched terrible movies, spilled candle wax everywhere. It was a good time. And it was nice seeing all his friends and getting out and doing that. And doing what friends do. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching and talking toys with us, listening to the podcast. You want to help support the show anymore, you can go to enlistinthecorps.com. The podcast is live now every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Be sure to check us out, stop in, leave some comments, be part of the show, and everything else can be found at our website, cracktasticplastic.com. Connect with us at all our social media platforms. That's it. Getting out of here. Thanks everyone for watching and listening, and keep being awesome. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.